we need to breathe in this place and take a minute for us to reflect properly on the legislation without going forward in a hasty manner, which I think will cause the loss of more lives than we are here to protect. Yes, I will yield to
Thank you to my friend from Florida. I just, again, and I appreciate the heart, I believe, in which you offered that into the record. I think the interesting thing here, though, is we've got to look at something. Because if Scripture can be quoted, I can quote Scripture as well from a past. It's also a statement that we should be wise as serpents. I'm sending you out into the world of wolves. You should be wise as serpents, innocent as doves. Also, it said that the men of Ishkar looked around and they understood their times from the Old Testament. And now what I'm concerned about here is this. We're not closing the doors. We're doing a prudent act of saying there needs to be a vetting. There is a vetting process already, which I'll not deny. But there is a vetting process that's being added by the chairman and others in this room, Mr. Babin and others who have brought forth ideas to say, how do we make it stronger? What concerns me is not only what is being discussed here, but what Mr. Goodlatte had said earlier, working further. The visa waiver program, which I had a bill on last session of Congress, concerns me, and Chairman McCall made mention of this just a moment ago, that they have passports, could get on a plane in Europe and be here tonight. We never check. I promise.
Just reclaiming my time, just a minute. The persons who perpetrated this crime in Paris also had visas.
I agree.
And they could very well have been here.
And that is, the bigger concern.
The people that blew down the Twin Towers had visas and were here. But there are other people who are here that have committed these kinds of violations, and I'll get with you, Pastor, and talk a little bit more about Scripture, because we could go deep into that.
Well, we can go farther. We can go farther into that as well, but also I have to bring up one other thing that you had brought in, because I believe there are the issues that need to be addressed here. But also where I disagree with this administration, and there's plenty that you and I both could go off and talk about on that. But they do not, the ones who want to kill us do not need the excuse from our chief executive to say they need another piece of propaganda to recruit. I am tired of that argument. They don't like us. They want to kill us. They don't like the West. They do not need, the president does not need to deflect the simple act of giving another piece of background check for people coming into our country where we do see the times that are going on. We do see what's going on. I am tired of that argument. That is a deflection. It's an abdication of responsibility. You ask me where ISIS needs anything else to recruit in their 1,000 tweets. They seem to be getting enough information from wherever they want to because they despise freedom. They despise the West. They despise everything we stand for. That is a lame excuse from this chief executive. It needs to stop. This is a bill, wherever form it may come in.
You sound